Let us welcome Lee Harrison from Seek Outside. Lee, I have a quick question for you. What's your favorite backpack trip?
Seek Outside backpacks for sure.
Sweet. Come on up.
I've always got to like find the right level, right? Okay. So yeah, I'm Lee Harrison. I actually went to Rifle High School and graduated in 2013. I was thinking about how I wanted to start this, and I'll just put all the cards on the table. I was a horrible student, like so bad, to where if like someone was like, "Hey, you need a C to be able to play football on Friday, so if you could do that, that would be great." And then I'd be like, "All right, I'll get it done, I guess." But with that being said, I wouldn't do it any other way because I still learned things playing football, doing those, hang out with friends, being able to be sociable, make relationships, all that stuff. So I do it all the same. But something happened when I was a sophomore. I was in an English class, still being a horrible student, and I had a teacher who was like, "You are really good in English. You just don't really give a crap, do you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, kind of." And so she was like, "Hey, you should try to take some classes over at CMC. They would be good for you, and you'd be good, and like you'd get some college credits and stuff." And there was some deal with my GPA or something, and I couldn't get in. So she wrote me a letter, and I got in, took those classes, right? And that started something where I really gave a crap about learning because it was doable for me now. So I graduate high school, right? Apply to CMU, and I get accepted pretty easy at that point. But now CMU is actually coming a little bit harder to get accepted to. Like with that radiology program, it started out as 18, and I still think it's somewhere close. They only accept so many kids still. So that's a pretty prestigious program. So that's awesome that you got in. Yeah, great work. But so I'm there trying to do better in school, right? Actually trying to give a crap. And my first semester I ended up with a 3.5, and I was like, yeah, nice. God, man, pat on the back. But you can't just hit a cruise control. I don't know how many kids have their licenses in here yet, but you can't just hit cruise control and hope to ride it out. So I'm in my second semester, and it starts to get rough. I start to get depressed, don't really know what I want to do yet, and I'm so depressed at this point that I'm just not even going to class anymore. And my roommate walks in at about the time that we both come back to the room after our class. And this is still one of we grew up together, went to high school together. His name's Eli Boone. Eli came into the room after class and looked me dead in the face and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know, playing Xbox. What are you doing?" And he was like, No. What are you doing? Why aren't you going to class? What the hell? And I was like, "I don't know, man. I just don't really care to go to class." And he was like, "Why? Why aren't you going? What is so wrong that you just can't get up and go to class and go sit through it and just kind of take some notes?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Eli." So he kind of gets me out of this rut, right? That's a point in my life where someone really influenced me. And after Eli, my best friend, had to slap me in the face and wake me up, I started really things started turning for me. So I ended up going through the rest of school at CMU, getting 3.5s, 4.0s, and doing pretty well for myself. Graduated with honors, which was pretty cool. I didn't think I was actually going to pull that off until that last semester. So I graduate, and this whole time I'm in school, learning in classrooms. I'm doing I did 4 to 5 internships since my sophomore year in college. I just looked for any internship in marketing, because I actually ended up taking a marketing class in high school that I really enjoyed. It was another one of those things that kind of like sparked my learning like habit. I'd call it a habit now. But yeah, taking all these internships, learning all this stuff about marketing, all this stuff about just how to be like a professional, which I still wouldn't even call myself a professional. I'm like wearing a flannel and a hat, and I have like some sort of executive type position that's weird, which we'll get to in a second. But so I'm doing all these internships, learning all this stuff. Finally, I get an internship with Coldwell Banker in Grand Junction, Colorado, doing real estate marketing. And they asked me to come on full-time after I graduate. And so that's awesome. Awesome. I've got a job after I graduate. It's all lined up. My life is set. Started doing that job, freaking hated it. Did not care for it at all. And I was like, this sucks. I gotta find something better to do. You know, and I was like, man, I really like getting outside. I really like hunting and fishing and hiking, and I'm getting into like all this photography and camera stuff, and that's kind of cool. So let's see if I can do something with that. So I just started applying to all these places that I wanted to work. A lot of the times getting something back like, oh, hey, thanks. We'll keep your resume on file, and we'll give you a call when we're ready to hire. I was like, yeah, thanks. That's a good way to say thanks, but no thanks. And so finally, I kind of stumbled upon this place that is in Grand Junction, where I'm living, and they do exactly what I want to do. Like, they make backcountry hiking, camping, backpacking, hunting gear right there in Grand Junction, Colorado. And they're called Seek Outside, and that's who I work for. I'm the marketing coordinator now. All because I was like, hey, that's really awesome. I'm going to email them. So I just like looked up their info at seekoutside.com. So now if you email into that, someone will answer you and probably give you an answer something like this if you ask for a job. So never be afraid to ask for a job. They gave me this answer. Come in and we'll have a talk. Said, okay, perfect. Came in, have a talk. After 5 minutes, I was offered a job. And I was like, no freaking way. But I think the main reason why is because that whole time throughout college I was learning. Never stopped learning, never stopped looking stuff up on YouTube. But never stopped looking stuff up on YouTube because I needed that knowledge. I needed to place myself in a position like Sam on the last speaker had a theory where like if you have the skills and then you have the opportunity and somewhere they intersect, and that's what they called luck. And that's what I had, was luck. Skill and opportunity that intersect. So never stop learning. Learn something new every day. And have that skill when that opportunity comes by. Thanks, guys.
Ooh, you can break it.
Thank you, Lee. We're all so lucky to be surrounded and to be able to enjoy such a spectacular natural environment.